Alright, and unfortunately I've been on the phone, the wife turned up. I've actually missed the top of descent. So I've got to pause here for a sec. What we do is we run the altitude down to our 5,500. As you can see here, it's counting down. And with that we hit the VNAV, or unpause it. Hit the VNAV. And we'll see if it's not going to drop on its own, so we'll vertical speed. We'll run it down. We have to bring the power back on the throttles. To stop an overspeed. The deviation is 1100 feet, 1200 feet and counting. So basically we'll just drop it down to about 1800 vertical speed. The speed is fine. Really no cloud to speak of. So now we have to set up our approach ILS frequency for runway 35, 109.5 from memory. We also need to set up the course. As you can see, moving the course selector around while you've got it in FF1 mode, you can't see nothing. The trick is to press and hold down the format button until you can see a change here. This now gives you your course selector. ILS, and we want 347. Okay, so that will be set. Press and hold the format button to get rid of it. That's how we set ourselves up for the ILS. We'll check on our deviation. It's 900 feet. So we'll get down there okay. To our right we should have the airport. Which is just over here. From here we'll turn on our standby pumps, auto feather. We'll turn our landing lights on. And seatbelts. A bit early on the landing lights, but you get the idea. So at 10,000 feet our speed's 250 knots, and you can see by the magenta line here our VNAV is correct. If we look at the VNAV, we're only 30 feet off. And we'll drop the altitude down to 4,800. Coming into a bit of an overspeed here. Draw the throttles back just a touch. You can hear that whistling, that's still on VNAV path, a little bit of an overspeed. I'll level out here in a sec. So from now we'll line up our heading bug. Graphics are getting taxed. So we'll select heading, and then we'll turn our nav source over to ILS and select nav.
2500.
It's going to intercept, and then we'll select approach because the glide is right on. And I'll be lucky to actually land. But look at this. Looks like Black Friday. So anyway, whole system's slowing down a touch, but you get that with the big jobs. Put our flaps 5. We'll move our heading selector around. We'll set our missed approach altitude to 5,000. Put our gear down. We could set up our VRF speeds, but I don't know how particularly you want to be. We'll give it another stage of flaps. Landing this with the frame rates is going to be a bit tough, but we'll see how we go. On most occasions we only land on flaps 15, we don't go to flaps 35. Try and drop the speed back a touch. Speed's coming down a bit now. system's playing up a touch. We'll disconnect the autopilot and we'll see how we go.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
Plus 100.
As you can see, it's
Minimums. Minimums.
pretty hard to fly with frame rates like this. It's ridiculous.
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps.
Let's try and put it down on the
Too
ground
low.
here somewhere.
Flaps. Too low. Flaps.
That was pretty terrible. But that's what you get.